Everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 2. Last time we started Part 2, we were in Paris, the one place Elizabeth wanted to go to more than anything, but it all turned out to be nothing more than just a dream, and Elizabeth had found herself back in Rapture, picking up right after the events of Part 1, um, where basically we saw an old face, Atlas. Atlas and some of his men were already scavenging and doing whatever in the area, and although Atlas tells one of his men to just kill Elizabeth and get it over with, she hallucinates Booker, and Booker tells her what she should say to spare her life, telling Atlas that she can find a way that she can get him back into Rapture, and that in order to do so, she has to find Sushong for that. So we're now at that task of where we need to find Sushong in order to, you know, see if we can get back to Rapture. But more importantly, we learned a more important truth, and that is Elizabeth we're playing as the one from the previous from part 1. She died to the Big Daddy, and that the Elizabeth we're playing as, she has all the memories and everything, but she was warned by the Lutesses that if she returns, she'll lose all her powers, all of her ability, like everything. She cannot look into tears. She has no omniscience, like powerless.
You can't buy that for love of money.
I hear voices.
I think I'm gonna have to use this air grabber. It's gonna be messy, I don't know.
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
We're not finished!
I gotta watch where I step.
You're not getting out of this deal that easy.
Do.
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. He can't hear what's only in your head.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
So,
Children, a clay, Bradburn. It's up to us to see they become Grecianines and don't return to mud.
we need to be extra stealthy here. We don't have any weapons. So we have to play.
Get them young enough. You can mold them for life. Henry, fetch that black label lacus, that 12-year-old single malt. Let's discuss this like men.
Careful.
Henry! Did you come to Rapture because it seemed fashionable?
Now, let's get his lockpick.
Okay. I will not share my toys. This is where they taught the kids, huh? Just gotta be really careful. No, no. Get a little bit of health on us. Because we, like I said, we have no weapon on us whatsoever. Okay. We don't have a weapon on us, and we have to use stealth to the utmost of our ability. So I'm gonna be pretty paranoid of doing this is all. Because I really don't like messing up stealth segments in a game. I think we're okay though. Like, I don't think there's... Oh, we can go through that vent. Anything else? Let's see what's in this vent. Ah, I see. If you somehow got caught by that splicer, you can always run up here to the vent to get away from him. I think by... Oh! I think by extension, if there's a ventilation system nearby that you can hide, then you can do so. You can quickly escape into it and wait until the splicers leave. Oh, I forgot. Are we missing anything? No? I think we're good. I think we're good to move on. Do, do, do. Did I not? There we go. Do, 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 do. Alright. It's time to use the lockpick.
Lockpicking can be easy with the right tools and know-how. Use your lockpick to probe a pin. A neutral pin will open the door. A blue pin will open the door and knock free a noisemaker. A red pin will open the door, but also sound an alarm.
There you go.
Simple enough. Just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
Oh, I gotta use square. There we go. It's not that hard, but do know... Do know that you don't want to... Hey! I see that one up there. We're going back to the basics.
Isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the parasite. We all deserve a
I
piece.
hear Ryan's voice.
If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the parasite. You must only buy fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite.
What do we got up ahead?
We must all
Okay, they don't know I'm here. For the pacification of disruptive children. Oh, I see it. It's up there. We'll go up there in a moment. Let me keep looking around and see if there's other things.
I'm here to tell you about Peter the parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says
9
Peter
plus
the
2
parasite.
would be
We all deserve a piece.
11, but there's
If I
no...
earn a nickel, isn't it my
Unless you
right
flip
to
it
buy
around and
candy
change
if
it
I
to a
see fit?
6,
No,
then
says Peter
it should
the
be an
parasite.
8. But,
You must only
yeah,
buy
there's
fruits
no,
and vegetables.
yeah, there's nothing to
If I
work
can
it out
afford
with.
to see the doctor, is it my concern that
Communism.
others cannot?
Or is it communication? It's saying
We must all crowd our way into the
empathy.
commissioner's office. Ryan the lion says, chew on that, you parasite.
Hmm. Yeah, Ryan really wanted to drill his beliefs into the children here. They were even willing to teach the kids how to use a crossbow. Okay, but yeah, we don't have a crossbow. At least until now. Alright, let's grab this crossbow.
You sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands.
And what does
It's up to
Ryan
you.
the Lion warn us? Those who cannot create will always steal from those who do. Where is your empathy, Peter the Parasite, while he picks your pocket? Do you know this word?
We gotta be really careful.
Find it in the dictionary under L-I-E.
I should
All
probably
right,
take
boys
her.
and girls. What does Ryan the Lion tell us about the tragedy of the commons? People.
Got a gun, but
Call a fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits, you got me.
I'd rather we not get violent though.
That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
I'm going to assume that splicer went through here. Oh, we gotta go that way. Okay, well, I don't want to go that way. Watch out for stuff here.
Want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
There's stuff that you don't want to step on that will make noise.
Criminal dealings? Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course. So I grist a few palms here and there, time to time. What of it? I'd been told this town was friendly to free enterprise. Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business. That guy. If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits, you got me.
Okay.
Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Okay. I don't think it's quite safe, but we can at least afford to stand up. I think if you walk, you also will be silent. So yeah, when you're sneaking about, avoid water puddles and other things, like broken glass shards. Problem children, use of possession is advised. That's just cruel. So yeah, you're gonna be relying on your tranquilizer here, but if you can sneak around carefully, you can definitely save up on... Okay, we're full on Eve, but we don't have a plasmid yet. Like Booker says, you can be violent if you want. But I'm not going to be violent. Done enough violence for one day. Of course, I'm knocking them out. I'm not truly killing them. Well, I am probably killing them, but it's less that I'm killing them and more that I am what's the word? I'm just knocking them out is all. I'm doing it as non-lethally as possible. Okay. Visionary. The heroes of Rapture. Traitors. Tenenbaum. Cohen. Sushong. So yes, they represented the parts of Rapture. Business, science, art, and more science. Let's see what's in this vent. I don't think splicers will try to follow you in vents. Let's see what's this way first. There's more. Okay, so we've been down through there. What's down this middle area? Oh. The upper pavilion area? Now this is a good way to get the drop on them, literally. I do have the air grabber. And plus, Elizabeth will be silent when she gets on and off of it. You still want to be careful, though. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good to move on. Okay, we were in here before, so the exit is right here. Okay, and careful.
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960, with Booker. When you drowned some...
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels like. All right, if we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin is the place to start. I know the way.
Alright, we gotta go to the Silverfin restaurant. What do we have here? Free men and free markets.
Are you in the know? There has been a lot of idle talk from gadflies and naysayers following the nationalization of Fontaine Futuristics. I believe in free men and free markets, but I also believe in my city. And Frank Fontaine's purpose was nothing less than the destruction of Rapture. It was he who gave comfort to the laggards and layabouts. It was he who coddled the tramps and vagabonds. Fontaine was poisoning the people of Rapture. But his venom wasn't made of arsenic or strychnine. No. It was concocted from something far deadlier. It was brewed from altruism. Now you know.
Welcome to the Circus of Values!
Not enough. Wow. And you could buy lockpicks too.
Hey, I've got a family to feed!
Well, sorry, bud. I don't have the money to buy things.
Circus of Values!
Alright, it's busted. Let's see. Anything else?
You look positively enraged. Well, gee, I am. Fontaines was my favorite department store.
What's this one?
Deal with Ryan Sickman.
Sex without compromise? Sounds like a a sex ed thing.
Are you in the know?
Human reproduction is vitally important to society, but there is no reason that the act of copulation cannot be pleasurable as well. Remember these tips. Sex is egotistical. Without self-esteem, those participating in coitus are revealed to be fraudulent, hypocritical animals. Ego is indispensable in the bedroom. Negotiate with your mate. Intercourse can be mutually beneficial to both parties. Set out expectations with your partner beforehand, outlining the services you will provide one another, and hold them to their side of the deal. Never forget, oral contracts and handshake deals are for starry-eyed gigolos. Always get it in writing. Your pleasure is your business. Remember, you come first. Nobody's going to keep an eye on your pleasure except you. Don't be left high and dry. Armed with this knowledge, go forth now and enjoy Sexual Congress the Rapture way.
Now you know.
No, thank you. My God. I don't remember that. Cupid's arrow. It's busted, thankfully. Though, to be frank, to be very frank, though, these days, apparently, that is what apparently people are doing these days, is that in order to ensure that, nobody gets sued, nobody's held accountable, they actually do attempt to have a written contract thing and have witnesses and be like, oh, you tried to claim that I raped you or whatever. Well, it says here in the contract, blah, 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 stuff like that. But I don't want to get too political about it. Let's just stop for now. That'll do for this episode of Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 2. Join me next time as we gotta check out the Silver Fin restaurant and see if Sushong is there and whatever else we can find. So that is it. And I will see you guys next time.